Welcome students. This is the lecture number 12 on constraints. Constraints in DBMS. So let us see first slide. What is mean by constraints and what are different types of it? Constraint is nothing but the restriction on the data. Here we can see an ER enterprise schema may define certain constraints to which the contents of database must conform. Means whenever there is an entry of a data into the database, there are certain constraints. Now, what is meant by that? That we will see in the types. So there are most importantly two types of constraints. First one is mapping cardinalities and second one is participation constraints. So let us see one by one. First is mapping cardinalities. This is very simple bit, don't worry about this. Mapping cardinalities or cardinality ratios express the number of entities to which another entity can be associated via a relationship. This theory seems difficult. We'll see the example. We will see the example of binary relationship set, means we will see example of two entity sets. Now, before we move to the binary relationships, there are the cardinalities are of type one-to-one, many-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many. Now, we will see what is one-to-one, what is many-to-one, what is one-to-many, and what is many-to-many with the example. So let us start with the first one-to-one. Now here in one-to-one you can see there is an entity set A and another entity set is B. Entity set A is containing the entities as A1, A2, A3, A4 and entity set B contains entities as B1, B2, B3, B4. Now here you can see that an entity from entity set A is associated with only one entity in entity set B. So if one entity is associated with only one entity in another entity set, this is called as one-to-one. I hope you understood this. We'll come back to the previous slide. Read this. For a binary relationship set R between entity sets A and B, mapping cardinality must be one of the following. So obviously it is going to be one of the following. If it is not, then we cannot say that there is some relation between these two entity sets. So this is one-to-one. Simple. Let us move to the next. Many-to-one. Now here you can see many belongs to entity set A and one belongs to entity set B. So from entity set A, many entities are associated with only one entity in B. Here you can say that, you can see that many is here because A1 is there and A2 is there. There are two entities which are associated with only one entity in entity set B. That's why it is called as many to one. I hope you understood this. Now we'll take example of this. Now many students are associated with single class. Got it? Many students are associated with single class. Here one-to-one. Now I can say that one faculty is associated with one subject of that particular class. Now consider entity set A as the faculty name, entity set B as a subject of one division. Now you can see one faculty is having only one subject. So this is called as one-to-one cardinality. I hope you understood this. This I told you, many students, one class. Let us go to the many-to-many. Here you can see that many students are there, like entities A1, A2, A3, A4, there are many entities associated with many entities in entity set B. So here you can check A1 and A2 are associated with B1. But at the same time, A1 is associated with B2 also. That means A1, A2 are associated with B1. That becomes many to 1. But this A1 is associated with B1 and B2. If it is associated with B1 and B2, this becomes 1 to many. And if it is the case, it becomes many to many. Got it? So this is how mapping cardinalities work. I hope you understood this. Now coming back to the theoretical part, which we have seen, but it was very complicated at that time. Mapping cardinalities or cardinal ratios express the number of entities to which another entity can be associated via a relationship set. Got it? 1 to 1, many to 1, 1 to many, many to many. Let us see the last point, 1 to many. 1 to many, only one entity is associated with more than one entities at entity set B. This is called as 1 to many. Let us go to the next point, that is participation constraints. Now, this is interesting slide. The participation of an entity set E in a relationship set R is said to be total if every entity in E participates in at least one relationship in R. If this is the case, we say it is called as total participation. Then what is partial participation? If only some entities in E participate in relationship R, the participation of entity set E in relationship R is said to be partial. Now this seems a little complicated now. Now this will be very easy if you see the example. Now see the example. This example is regarding bank. Loan entity is there and customer entity is there. And then borrowing is the relationship. Okay. So here we expect every loan entity to be related to at least one customer. That means if there is a loan entity, that means loan number. Now every loan number is associated with at least one customer, right? So this is called as the total relationship. Therefore, the participation of loan in the relationship set borrower is total. Now, what is opposite of this? Opposite of this is every customer is having the bank account. That's why these are called as customer. But it is not compulsory that every customer is having loan, right? So here we can see that participation of customer in the borrower relationship set is therefore partial, and participation of loan in the relationship set borrower is total. So loan, for each loan number, particular customer name is there 100%, but for every customer there is no loan account. Got it? So if every customer is not having loan account, that we call it as a partial. So not too difficult if you see the example carefully. Okay, this is the end of the lecture. Concluding part, in this lecture we have seen what is meant by constraints and types of mapping cardinalities, types as mapping cardinalities and participation constraints. Hope you understood. Thank you very much. Happy learning. Do subscribe the channel to get all the updates of the videos. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next lecture.